What if I told you Apple's story for 2025 isn't finished yet? That the devices we've seen so far, the shiny new iPhones, the upgraded Apple Watch lineup, even the latest AirPods Pro, are just the opening act? Because here's the twist. According to leaks and insiders, Apple still has a wave of products in the pipeline. Not two, not three, potentially over half a dozen devices lined up to either drop before this year closes or quietly slip into early 2026. And that begs the question, what is Apple really hiding? In today's video, I'm taking you through the rumors, the whispers, and the leaks about Apple's upcoming lineup. But I won't just read a list. I'm going to weave these products into the bigger story Apple is telling. Why do they matter? How do they connect? And which ones might just change the way you use your devices forever? Stick around because this one's packed. Let's set the stage. Apple's 2025 so far has felt like a sprint. iPhone 17 and 17 Pro lit up September with titanium frames, smarter Face ID, and that powerhouse M5 chip making its debut on the iPad Pro before any Mac. The Apple Watch Ultra 3 refined performance with more advanced health sensors, and AirPods Pro quietly got a serious noise-canceling boost. For most companies, that's a full year of headliners. But Apple isn't most companies. Apple plays the long game, spacing its launches to keep people buzzing from January to December. And if history is a guide, the final quarter of the year almost always brings surprises. So what could still be waiting in the wings? Imagine this. You're sitting at your desk, working away, and suddenly you realize your MacBook Pro is more than just a laptop. It's your studio, your editing suite, your gaming console, your always-connected device. Rumors say the 14-inch and 16-inch MacBook Pros are in line for another refresh. But here's the kicker. It may not be about flashy redesigns this year. Instead, the story is performance. The M5 chip is expected to land here too, delivering 25% faster CPU power, 40% stronger GPU performance, and nearly double the neural engine efficiency. For creators rendering 3D models or students grinding out projects, that's not a minor bump. It's hours saved, frustration avoided, and creativity unlocked. But there's a catch. Whispers suggest Apple might hold off the major design changes until the M6 generation. If that's true, we may need to wait until 2026 for OLED displays and notch-free screens on a MacBook. Now let's jump from laptops to living rooms. Apple TV has always been a strange player in the lineup. It's not flashy like an iPhone, but for the people who own one, it's indispensable. The problem? It's been running on the aging A15 chip, the same brain that powered the iPhone 13. In 2025, that's ancient by Apple standards. But leaks suggest the Apple TV is finally due for a refresh. Imagine smoother gaming with Apple Arcade, cleaner streaming in 4K HDR, and maybe even lossless audio support for home theater nerds. For Apple, it's not just about movies. It's about creating an ecosystem where your Apple TV isn't just a streaming box, but a hub for your smart home, your gaming, your music, your everything. Speaking of hubs, let's talk about the HomePod. The big one, not just the mini. Apple Smart Speaker has always had one foot in the future and one foot held back. The sound quality? Incredible. But the brains inside? Limited. That's about to change. A new HomePod is rumored with upgraded speakers, sharper microphones, and most importantly, a far more powerful chip, the same silicon family used in iPads. That opens the door for more advanced AI, better Siri responses, and seamless integration with Apple's expanding smart home ecosystem. Imagine your HomePod acting not just as a speaker, but as the central brain of your entire connected home. Control lighting, answer questions, manage tasks, all with the speed and intelligence Apple devices are known for. And then there's the AirTag too. It may sound small compared to a MacBook Pro or iPhone, but think about how often you misplace something. Your keys, your bag, even your car. The first AirTag changed how people keep track of their stuff, but it wasn't perfect. Thieves could disable the speaker, and the U1 chip was already feeling dated. The new AirTag is expected to feature an ultra-wideband chip that's faster, smarter, and nearly impossible to block. A louder, redesigned speaker makes it harder to tamper with. It's not glamorous, but it's the kind of quiet Apple product that makes daily life smoother, and that's what keeps people hooked in the ecosystem. But the real wild card here? Vision Pro. Apple's headset only just launched, and it's already rumored to get its first refresh. Think about that. Apple's most ambitious product in years, a device that blurs the line between reality and digital, already moving toward its next chapter. An M5 Power Vision Pro could mean sharper visuals, more fluid augmented reality, and longer battery life. Three things that would transform it from early adopter toy into something closer to mainstream ready. Imagine a world where FaceTime calls feel like you're in the room, or where editing a 3D design happens as if you're sculpting it with your hands in midair. It sounds futuristic, but the future is moving fast. And if you're wondering about the iPads, here's where the story connects back to the beginning. The iPad Pro was the first to get the M5 chip, and it sets the tone for everything else. With OLED screens, tandem display tech, and Apple Pencil Pro support, the iPad Pro feels like Apple's test lab. Features we see here, like tandem OLED or advanced stylish gestures, are the same ones we'll likely see ripple into the MacBook line a year or two down the road. Apple uses the iPad as a playground for experimentation, and right now, it's painting a picture of where Macs are headed. Pulling back, this is the bigger narrative. Apple doesn't just drop products, they build stepping stones. Every device plays a role in shaping the ecosystem. AirTags keep you tethered to your belongings. HomePods tie you into the smart home. Apple TV anchors your living room. MacBooks and iPads are your creative machines. iPhones are your daily driver. Vision Pro is the bridge to the future. Each launch might seem isolated, but together, they weave a story of Apple slowly but surely trying to own not just what's in your pocket, but your entire digital life. So, where does that leave us? By late October, or early next year, we could see as many as 8 new products hit the stage. Some small, some groundbreaking, but all part of Apple's plan to keep you inside its ecosystem. And while some people might dismiss the leaks as wishful thinking, history tells us Apple always has one more thing. The only question is, which one more thing are you most excited about? With that said, thanks for watching, and until